Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, so we're going to do a little Throwback Thursday. Now this is my 2013 scrapbook albums, and this year I only have 2 albums. So let's get started, and I'm going to share them with you. So this is me still covering up this Becky Higgins branding on this plastic protector thing because it drove me crazy. Also, her branding on the page protectors drove me crazy, so I go ahead and cover up all of these with washi tape. Now this is pink paisley paper before American Crafts bought it, and I just went ahead and did extra things on some of the circles here. So I have some die cuts that I inked, some things that I punched out, some stars, some circles, and then some wood veneer and some washi tape. And then of course I put the date down here in the corner, 2013. So here we go. So this is just a travel page, and this is a pocket and a kind of like a page protector type thing. I just love going to SFO with Christopher when he travels for work. It is so beautiful out there in California. Little did I know that I would actually move to California. So here's a little bit of that. So Pier 39. It looks like I inked the edges of these and did 4 6x6 papers. This is where I'm doing clusters, and I'm kind of trying to make sure that my clusters are in 3s and everything is even. So that's why I have the same washi tape, similar punches, and, you know, same green things in there. And then again, we're still doing Disney. So this is the Walt Disney Family Museum. Such a fun time there, you guys. If you have ever have the opportunity to go to the Walt Disney Family Museum, I highly suggest you do it. Now here is another pocket. This is our admission tickets and things like that, our receipts, everything. We saw the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs special event, so that was amazing. I took the kids. Here they are. There's the Family Museum back there. I'm so thankful they share a love of Disney, and I really am. So here we go. This is a 2-page layout that says Mickey Faces. This is where you got to stick your head through and take a photo. Again, see, my clusters are very similar when I am building them. This is when I just started first playing with clusters, and then I kind of expand it to what I do now. So here we have SeaWorld that Christopher and I went to. We had a fun time using a pocket page protector because there are just lots of photos here. And then other sizes too. So here's 8.5 by 11 inside a 12 by 12 album. 1-day ticket passes. Here is the SeaWorld map. And then on the other side is more of the SeaWorld map. And it says pull. That way you can pull out the entire map and look at it if you wanted to. We saw Third Eye Blind at SeaWorld, which was kind of cool. It was a kind of cool concert. It was weird because he was like, don't take out your phones, don't record this. This is something we're working on. It was weird, but still a lot of fun. Then, oh my goodness, you guys, I have Disney trash cans that are not in a Disney trash can album. Can you believe it? So yes, I take photos of trash cans at Walt Disney World. These are 2 of my faves. So Tomorrowland and Main Street USA. How crazy is that? I didn't even realize I had that here. And then here is Disney. So a trip to Florida would not be complete if I didn't spend a little time at Walt Disney World. So there is that. So this represents the time that I spent in Walt Disney World, and I do have a separate album for this. And then we have the Baltimore Museum of Industry. This is the kids there. Christopher took Alex, Chloe, and Lana to the Baltimore Museum of Industry while I was in Walt Disney World. So these are the things that they did. They got to do a letterpress, a type press, all this kind of thing. This is something that they actually got to print out while they were there. Lots of photos, again, with a pocket photo page protector. And then here is more photos of them at the Baltimore Museum of Industry. And then over here, even more photos. And as you can see, I'm covering up all of the branding with washi tape because at that moment, you guys, it drove me insane. I did not want to see it whatsoever. Now it's kind of less like, it's kind of like, whatever. But when I was making these layouts and putting this album together, it drove me insane. So here we have this. And then more of the Baltimore Museum of Industry, which is esque, which we love. Esque bologna. If you have never had esque bologna, you are missing out. You need to get it from the deli, and you need to get it sliced thin. That's all I'm saying. And then, of course, again, more Project Life type style, and these are rounded corners. Again, rounded corners didn't bother me back then. Didn't really care about it. Like, it was fine. So then again, so this is swim school for their cousin's birthday. So I put it on the back of this. Again, rounded corners, didn't bother me whatsoever. And then here we have a couple photos of the kids, the madness of March. And then I realized that this did not actually happen in March. So I added this little label right here that says, I lied, this happened later in the year. Because I didn't want to move it around. I didn't want to have to redo my album because I had actually already put the album together. And then I realized that this actually did not happen in March. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It happened in this year. So that's what's important. So then on this side, we're talking about Easter. So these are our Easter baskets. Little teeny tins of fun. Because, you know, nobody really wanted that much candy. We're not really big candy eaters in this house. Here is Chloe's birthday cake. So we grabbed a little teeny birthday cake from the grocery store to celebrate her actual birthday. And then for her birthday party, we had this, and she had a cake with whipped cream icing. So this is a double page spread, and look, I'm still sewing on my layouts. Look at all the sewing that I did, and the Prima flowers, and of course I still have some of these Prima flowers. So this is like father, like son. So Christopher burned the crap out of his toes, and Alex broke his arm. And all of this happened on Alex's 12th birthday. Like, literally, Christopher burned the crap out of his toes. Alex broke his arm on his 12th birthday party. It's not a great time. And then this is the first time Mike's pastry. So I have a love of lobster rolls, you guys. If you never had a Maine lobster roll, pastry lobster roll. I don't mean like Maine lobster out of the ocean lobster roll. If you've never had a lobster roll from Mike's Pastry in Boston, you are missing out. So Christopher brought some home for me when he was in Boston for a station visit. And oh, I just banged my head on the camera. Sorry about that. It was amazing. And I have multiple photos and multiple layouts of Mike's Pastry because they are simply amazing. So now this is Alex's birthday. We're celebrating 14 years. So I have a combo of a layout and then some Project Life page protectors where he is just celebrating. On the other side, we get to Lana's birthday. So Alex's birthday is in July and Lana's birthday is in September. So I have no photos from July to September, and sometimes that's just the way it is. So here we have Lana's birthday. Lana's apron that Mama made her that says Lana's Ketchup. Lana is a little bit obsessed with ketchup, so here it is. And then this is our anniversary. We celebrated our wedding anniversary with a steak at Morton's Steakhouse. It was actually kind of cool because the guy, our waiter, sent me a thank you letter for coming to Morton's Steakhouse. Now, again, I'm covering up the Project Life branding because honestly, at the moment, at that time, guys, the branding is driving me insane. And I'm not exactly sure why it is because I'm not hating it now, but at that time, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. So here's going to be part 2 of the year 2013. Now this is just something that was stamped and then I wrote part 2 on the top of it. So let's get to part 2. Now, again, this is the same paper that was in my part 1, except that this paper is in a 6x6 size. So I thought that that was awesome. And then I just have part 2 written down here. Now, this was before pink paisley was bought by American Crafts. I think I said that already. So here we are. This is our great camping adventures. We went camping in Greenbrier State Park. So this is us. And then this, I love this photo of my family. Seriously, love it. So we just had a great time camping at Greenbrier State Park, and these are some of the photos. Now this makes me so sad. So I literally took the time to take all of these double stuffed Oreos and put them together, and like all I have left is the little Oreo cookie, and of course Christopher here took it all. So very sad. He's very happy about it. So world's best camp cook. So we eat well when we camp, guys. We eat steaks, we eat sausage, we have chili, we have good food. And these are just some photos of them enjoying some of the food that we have when we camp. And then this is where we went to Vegas in 2013. This is some of my favorite airplane paper ever with the copper airplanes. Like, I love this paper so much. And then this is Funky Town, because Vegas is a little bit of a funky town, you guys. If you've never been, it's funky. And if you have been, you understand what I mean. So we stayed at the Tropicana. So here's a couple photos of the Tropicana. And then, of course, their brochure and such things, which just goes in here. Then we said... Then we went to 9 Fine Irishmen, which I called 9 Fine Irish Dragonmen. So good stuff. And then this is a 6x12 page protector. This year I was really big on adding different page protectors to my album besides 12x12. And then this is us leaving Vegas. So lots of paper, lots of layers on a 6x12. And again, I'm still covering up all of the branding because it's driving me nuts. Now this is still Vegas. This is on the Strip. This is the Coca-Cola store and the M&M store. And they are really close to the New York. We stayed at the Tropicana this time, but honestly, I love the New York hotel at Vegas. So lots of different pattern papers, using a Project Life card here. Just all kinds of fun stuff. So again, now we have moved to Halloween, and I'm definitely using a Halloween paper pad here. So we continued our tradition, and I put that in quotes, of eating at Outback on Halloween. We had to eat at Outback because our power was out that year. Like, our entire street had gone dark. So we took the kids to Outback because we really couldn't trick or treat, and they loved it so much we decided that we are going to do that again. Now here's Alex when I just hit my head on the camera again, guys. I'm so sorry. This is Alex again when he spilled an entire gallon of sweet tea on the floor. So of course I had to take a picture of it before I cleaned it up, and then you can see his pouty lip here. So here is Mary making at Ogis. So Ogis was a company that I worked for. I was the director of operations there, and I was in charge of our Christmas kickoff parties. And guys, they were so fun. So I had them take pictures with the photo booth kind of things, and then, oh man, I miss these ladies so much. And then some fun times that we had. And then I have Thanksgiving picnic. So these are my kids and my nephews. The kids celebrated Steak and Lobster Day with a picnic dinner on the living room floor. We put down a big old sheet, and they enjoyed their food. And of course, glitter paper. Glitter paper has come a long way since 2013, you guys. So then this is a picture of our Lego family. So we have Christopher, me, Chloe, Alex, and Lana, which is awesome. I made this my Facebook cover photo, and I talk about that there. And then we get into Christmas. So this is our happy little tree. That was dying. So we had a white Christmas tree for a while, and the poor little thing started to die. But that's okay. I mean, that happens. Then we have stockings. So these are the girls and Alex opening up their stockings. And then Lana underneath of the tree. Hope it's mine. That's just something cute. Then we have the dogs. So this is Max and Tink. Max wanted to be all up in everyone's business and see what they were opening and see everything. But Tink was just kind of like laying here and kind of just enjoying it. But they all loved their own gifts. So there it is. Now this is a kind of cut file thing that I embossed around the edges. And here is Alex opening up his present. This is the year that we gave him an iPad, and I was so excited to give it to him. Now we have Ready and Go, and that's just opening up the presents here. And this is me reading one of my presents because I kind of have a thing for the Requiem vampire comics, or I did way back then. So I really enjoyed that. And look at that short haircut. My word. So on this side, we have Go and Play. So this is kind of like the aftermath of what happened in 2013. And then we here have our dogs, Tink and Max. Man, I miss these puppies. Each Christmas, we'd buy them treats and a toy or two, and they would just love it. Okay, we're still doing Christmas. Is the end, or is it? So some of the best moments are after everything has been opened, when you rediscover all that was opened. Taking the time to go through each thing, spending the time opening the packaging, and really getting into the gifts. The kids' expressions and thankfulness abound. So this is like after they've opened everything, and then they really look into what they had. So there is that moment there. And this is Lana. So I just titled this Keeping It Real. So my cousin Mikey gave Lana a button that said, "I pooped today for Christmas," and she was ridiculously happy to get it. He was ridiculously happy to give it, and it definitely gave us a bunch of laughs. And then my last layout for the year of 2013 is where Christopher and I went to see Jeff Dunham at the Baltimore Arena. And of course, I don't have any photos of it, but I did want to document it. So I documented our tickets and then kind of decorated there. And then, of course, again, I'm still hating the branding, so I covered it up with a label. All of the branding strips are covered with washi tape. And then that is going to be my 2013 albums, guys. So this is kind of crazy to me that 2013 fits in 2 albums, and I think like 2019 I have a total of 12. So it's kind of crazy. But there it is. Thank you so much for joining me and heading down memory lane on Throwback Thursday. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.